Welcome to Mindvale YouTube channel.
The missing 8 minutes. At exactly 11:42 p.m., Arav was sitting alone in his room. Nothing unusual was happening. His phone was charging beside him. A documentary was playing quietly in the background, and he was scrolling through his phone without really paying attention. Then, the lights flickered. Just once. Arav looked up. Everything seemed normal. He checked the time. 11:42 p.m. He put his phone down, and then nothing. No dream, no memory, no sound, just darkness. When Arav looked at his phone again, it was 11:50 p.m. He froze. 8 minutes had disappeared. He tried to remember what had happened. Nothing. Not even a single second. At first, he thought he had fallen asleep, but then he noticed something strange. His phone was no longer charging. The cable was lying on the floor. Arav picked it up and connected it again. Then he opened his gallery. There were 17 new photos. His hands went cold. He didn't remember taking a single one. The second showed his window. The third showed the hallway outside his room. Then the photos became stranger. A dark staircase, the front door, his empty backyard, and finally, a photograph of Arav himself, standing in his own bedroom. Arav stared at the screen. The photo had clearly been taken from somewhere behind him, but there was one problem. He lived alone. He slowly turned around. Nothing. Just his empty room. He checked the photo details. Every picture had been taken between 11:42 and 11:50 p.m. Exactly during the 8 minutes he couldn't remember. Arav deleted the photos. At least, he thought he did. The next morning, he woke up and checked his phone again. The photos were back. But this time, there was one more. A picture of his bedroom door. And written across the bottom of the image was a message. You weren't alone. Arav stopped breathing for a moment. He hadn't typed those words. The message wasn't in the photo editor. It was actually part of the photograph. He immediately checked his security camera. There was one camera facing the hallway. If someone had entered his room, the camera should have caught them. He opened the recording. 11:41 p.m. Arav walked into his room. 11:42 p.m. The lights flickered. Then the footage became distorted. For 8 minutes, the screen showed nothing but static. At exactly 11:50 p.m., the footage returned. Arav walked out of his room, but he wasn't alone. For less than 1 second, something appeared behind him. Arav paused the video, zoomed in, and looked carefully. It wasn't a person. It wasn't a shadow. It looked like another Arav, standing directly behind him, watching the camera. And just before the recording ended, the second Arav slowly raised his hand, pointing toward the bedroom. Arav looked back at the real bedroom door. It was slightly open. He was certain he had closed it. Then his phone vibrated. One new photo, taken right now. Arav opened it. It was a picture of him, sitting in front of the camera. But the photo had been taken from inside his bedroom. And underneath it was another message. You remember 8 minutes. Arav's face went pale, because underneath that sentence, another line appeared. I remember what happened after. And that was the moment Arav realized. The missing 8 minutes weren't the mystery. They were a warning.
Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to my channel.